Hi Aquarius, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get this reading started for November. See how things might be shaping up for you. Okay? Hope you've been doing great and that you're ready for the big December. It's coming soon. All right. Let's see what your first oracle card has to say. Learn from the past. All right. This could be anything. It could be positive. It could be challenging. But oftentimes when this card comes out, it can be dealing with a past challenging energy or a current energy that is very similar to something that happened in the past. Okay, so what it's telling you is create wisdom. Think back about something that happened and, the results that, happened from your actions, things like that. Learn from the past and use that energy to deal with today and in the future. All right? So we're going to get a Moonology card and then go right into the tarot. The answers you need are coming. Okay, it's full moon in Gemini. So, usually these two are working together. And it could very well be the same in this case. But I think the learn from the past, the elephant spirit's really a big deal. Yeah. So don't let yourself fall into a situation that could bring about undesirable outcomes, okay? But now something, the opposite's true too. If something really good's coming up and you have a few doubts, think about past times, how it turned out. And, of course, be discerning. Okay, let's see what your current energy is. A beautiful energy. You are currently in the Ace of Cups energy, which is a new beginning, one that is just overflowing with love. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Let's get your challenge and or opportunity. This is saying connecting with your spiritual side, the Hierophant. And you can see here there's people sitting here learning from him, right? It's a connection to your divine or to the divine. So you have this beautiful new beginning. And you need to connect with the divine. It could be learning, and it doesn't have to be though. It could just be connection, right? Meditation, grounding yourself, anything that you feel is right for you during this time. All right, let's see your past. Okay, challenges in the past. You were feeling alone. Just like in this image, kind of out in the cold. Right. Now we're going to take clarifying cards to see what we can find out. Your current energy is the Queen of Swords. She's very resilient. She's smart. She has wisdom. But all she is interested in is the truth. That's all she wants. Okay? Now let's see your strength. Okay, it's another Swords energy. And this is a Knight of Swords. A Knight of Swords is going for his goal. But what he wants to do is achieve his goal as fast as possible. And of course, there's good parts to that and challenging parts. But this is your strength, okay? Typically, what I would say with this is he goes so fast that he might overlook a few things. For example, crossing his T's, dotting his I's. But this is your strength. Getting things accomplished quickly. Okay, let's see the future. Absolutely beautiful. Again, your future is the Queen of Cups. She is the mother archetype. She's psychic, intuitive, totally trustworthy, and she is filled with love. And being the mother archetype, all she wants to do is help. So your future is lovely. Absolutely. Okay, let's find out how to proceed, how to go forward. In the King of Pentacles energy, you have a lot of court cards out here. And the King of Pentacles can be a little slower, a little more traditional, very earthy. He is a very caring energy, and he's also the energy of having the Midas touch. So going forward, knowing that it will be a time of plenty, you know, finances should not be a worry, but with a caring attitude and not being in a great rush, which kind of counters this. So it might be wise to, you know, keep things balanced. All right, and that's just me. That's not what the cards are saying. What you do see, fabulous, happiness. That's what you see. Love it. Okay, now for what you don't see. The Hermit. The Hermit talks about you using your intuition, which you are going to have a lot of. You already do. But using your intuition and your wisdom and going within to find your enlightenment. And here you have a new beginning in your connection to the divine. And when you connect on the spiritual level, it brings enlightenment, okay? So this might be a process, and you're not seeing it yet, but you will. And it could be enlightenment for enlightenment's sake. It could be something specific, but it is going within to find enlightenment. Okay, now let's see the outcome. The Page of Wands. And I like the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is, of course, a learning energy, and they really want to get something started, and they are going for their passion. So it's very hard to hold themselves back. So your outcome is wanting to get started now, going for your passion. And I could see how this would fit in beautifully with your strength. They want to get accomplished now, and the Page of Wands wants to get whatever they're passionate about accomplished now. They want to go for it now. They don't want to wait. But it is a learning energy too, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. And the Emperor is a leader. Very strong, very self-assured. He makes important decisions a lot, daily, right? So this is saying you're going to be very confident. You're going to know how to go forward, what you want to do and how you want to do it. So it's a wonderful energy to have. Okay, now let's go ahead and clarify this. Let's get a card for your current energy, which is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Put this like this for now. You have the Six of Swords, and what this is saying is it's time for you to leave where you've been. And it fits in perfectly here because this is a brand new beginning. It's time to leave where you've been to go where things are smoother, where your happiness lies, okay? So for me, this is kind of confirmation that you are having a new beginning. And you've noticed they're both on the water. You're having this new beginning filled with love, and you are going for it. Okay? Now, for your challenge or opportunity, the Hierophant. All right. You have the Nine of Pentacles. Wonderful energy again. The Nine of Pentacles is saying that you're going to be really happy with your abundance, with finances, career, those sorts of energies. And if you notice here, you also have the Nine of Cups. So you have both happiness and abundance. It's beautiful. All right. Now let's get a card for your past, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, this kind of jumped right out there. You have the Seven of Pentacles. So you have two pentacles in your past. And this can say two different things. It all depends. One is what you were doing worth it? The other is, okay, you planted the seeds. This is using a garden, of course, of some sort. You tended to them. You put a lot of time and effort into them. And it created a beautiful garden. Or did it? Okay? Because here, you're feeling very alone. And they're both pentacles. So, almost always I get the feeling that yes, it's totally worth it. In this case, I'm thinking no, it's not. Whatever you set out to do, it was not worth it to you or did not turn out the way you had planned. So your current energy is totally changing, having this new beginning filled with love and going for your happiness and connecting with Spirit and potentially learning from Spirit. And you're going to also be happy with your abundance, okay? Which is kind of quite a bit different from your past. All right, and at the bottom of the deck from taking this, you have the Four of Wands, which is a time of celebration, which is usually very transformative, right? So here, challenges, you start this new beginning, and it's going to prove to be transformative. Okay, now let's get one for your thoughts, desires. Okay, this little deck's giving me a hard time. But you have beautiful cards coming out from that. Okay, here you have the King of Cups. And you have the Queen of Cups up here, so you have divine counterparts. So you have lots of cups energies. They're really awesome because they're filled with love, intuition. Now the King of Cups can say a few things. One, the potential exists that a romantic relationship could be coming into your life. And this is your, desires, thoughts, things like that. So it might be something that you're wanting. But definitely what you're wanting is to be in control of your emotions, to have a certain level of control in your life. Because the King of Cups does that beautifully. And you want the Wheel of Fortune to turn in your favor. You want things to turn out good. Have your truth, be in control, and be given this gift. Okay. Whoa, I thought we had one turnover. Get a card for the Knight of Swords. Very interesting. You have another Cups energy. It's a Six of Cups. And this particular energy is one of being very caring, loving, concerned, and it's a card of nostalgia. And you see these sunflowers, they represent the sun. So part of your strength is accomplishing your goals quickly, as well as the nostalgia involved. So that could, there's potential there. Somebody from your past could be coming back, and here you're thinking about maybe a romantic relationship, or it could be an idea that you had anywhere from so many months ago to many years ago that you want to bring back. You're going for your happiness. Maybe it's an idea from your past. But this is one of your strengths. Your nostalgic energy, that is clarifying your going for your goal quickly. All right? So now let's get a card for your future, which is the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. To me, these fit in so well together. This is the Four of Swords, and this says it is time for you to take care of yourself. Make yourself a priority. If there's something that you need to do for yourself, then you need to do it. Do not put yourself on the back burner because other things are more important. And I usually say this now, it's one of these, I'm not saying you have to put yourself up here and everybody else down here. No, I'm saying create the balance. You're just as important as everything else. And sometimes, it's not 50-50. Sometimes you have to be 80 and other things be 20. Okay? So your future is you're realizing you have to take care of yourself. And what better card for this to clarify than the Mother archetype? And at the bottom of the deck, from taking that, you have the Two of Cups, which is unconditional love. And so the way I feel about this is you need to have unconditional love for you too. All right? You do need to make yourself as important as you do the others you care for. All right? Now let's get a card on how to go forward. You have the King of Pentacles, which is very caring, having the Midas touch, and not in a grand hurry. Okay. Let's get another card for that, but the way I feel, it's very caring. And he is a master of what he does. And he's got the Midas touch. So, no, I don't even think we need to get another card. What this is saying is stay out of heartache. Make for sure that you are seeing clearly. Now, referring back to here, learn from the past. Okay? Sometimes this heart with the swords can be that somebody has hurt your heart. Other times, on a traditional deck, you can actually even see it here. There's clouds, right? If those clouds are coming down in front of you, because this is a sword's energy about seeing clearly, there might be something you're not seeing clearly, right? It might not have to do with heartache. It might have to do with not seeing clearly. So, what this is saying is make for sure that you're seeing clearly and going forward with confidence and knowing that everything is going to be fine because you have the Midas touch, okay? And go forward with mastery. Okay, now what you do see, which is the Nine of Cups, happiness. Oh, somehow they got upside down. Two of Wands. Okay. What you do see is you know where you're headed. You know where you're going. And you are planning on how to go forward, how to get to where you want to go. Okay, now what you don't see, the Hermit. And that's going for your enlightenment. You have two cards. You have the Knight of Swords, which is your strength. So that connects you back to here. What you don't see is your strength coming into play, at least this portion of it. And you also have the King of Swords, which is the divine counterpart to the Queen of Swords. Okay? And so that makes you have two different kings and queens. You have the King and Queen of Swords and the King and Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of power here for you. Being able to be stable and in control of your emotions and definitely using your truth. So here you have the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. He is very wise and bases all his decisions on what he knows to be truth. And here's the Knight who is going for his goal quickly. And he's using wisdom and his truth as well. Okay, and here you have the Hermit, where you're going in for enlightenment. So you're going in for enlightenment by using your wisdom and truth and the ability to make decisions, and you're doing it quickly. Okay? But you don't see that yet. So that's why, there could be a little bit of an issue. Like, where is the strength? It's definitely here. You're just not seeing it at the moment, but you will. Okay, now let's get a card for the Page of Wands, your outcome. Judgment. That means you are rising up. You're going through this, learning, gaining knowledge, knowing how to go forward, making yourself a priority, taking the lead, using all these strengths that you have and rising up to the new you. It's beautiful. And now at the bottom of the deck, you have the Tower. So that means a possibility exists that there could be a Tower moment somewhere in here. And towers are quick-moving energies. So here's a quick-moving energy. It could be around this area, but it could be anywhere in here. It could be what's getting you out of your past, where you're feeling alone and, like whatever you were doing wasn't worth it, and into this beautiful new beginning. Okay? But the way I see this tower is, regardless of where it's coming in, it's a good tower. Yeah. If it's here, it's good because it's getting you out of this energy. If it's here, it's good because it's going to make it to where you will be able to see this. Okay. Now let's see what the universe would like to share. And they'll either give you some advice, confirmation, or anything that they feel will be to your benefit. Two of Cups. The unconditional love energy. This can be romantic, and you do have a card here that is saying that the possibility exists that romance could come into your life. But it could just be unconditional love with everybody, anybody, with yourself. Okay? Let's get another card. Okay. Similar to the Hermit, but different. Okay. This is talking about you have specific questions. And it's saying, go within, use your intuition and your wisdom to figure out the answers to the questions that you have. And you have both the Queen and King of Cups. So you have lots of intuition and psychic gifts. Use those to find the answers that you're looking for. Okay? And you could have many questions, like how do I go forward? Getting out of this energy into this energy. There's just so many. How do I make myself a priority? Right? How do I bring in this Wheel of Fortune? How do I stay in control of my emotions? There's just so many questions that this can help answer. But then so can the Hierophant energy and the Hermit. Okay, now you have the slowest knight in the deck. Okay, so that is saying, yes, okay, here you have the fastest. That's your strength. And you have it on what you don't see yet. And you will. I'm thinking this could be saying, bring in a little balance, temper this a little. Because this is the slowest. This is the fastest. Okay? But what this is saying is make for sure that you get all your T's crossed, all your I's dotted. And of course, this is a knight going for his goal as well. And so this might be bringing balance into your strength. And here, because if something happens that your Knight of Swords misses something, this Knight will be here to catch it. All right. So if you miss a dot for your I or a cross for your T, this will be very helpful for that. Okay. They're saying be very thorough when you're going forward. Make for sure that you take care of everything. That way, when you get to your outcome, everything is done the way it needs to be, so you can rest in that knowledge and go forward. And at the bottom of this deck, you have the Four of Swords, which is what you have in your future. So this is confirmation. This is the universe just saying, I meant what I said. It's very important for you to make yourself a priority during this time. Get rest, meditate, spend time in nature, whatever it is that you need to do to build yourself back up, then that's what you need to do. Okay, let's get some charms to close us out. And if you like this reading, please give it a like, share, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, you have a leaf, and what this means is growth. What you're going through during this time is going to bring you much growth. And you have a shell which is open. And so for me, this is saying what you are creating is a pearl. You have this oyster and it spends X amount of time creating this little gem. And that's what you're doing here. You're creating this beautiful pearl by going through this process. And you have the word inspire. And I'm getting two things from this. One, be inspired. What you're going through looks beautiful. And I'm also getting be an inspiration for others. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. I really hope this helps your month, and have a wonderful time. Much love. Bye.